So you can see that these guys are not on the grid, so to speak. So what you can do is you can just quantize it. So for example, a step of 100 millimeters for all the axes, and you'll see that it snaps to these different positions. So that's how you can go about it, really. So say for example that you make something like this, and then, ooh, dang it, you forgot to use grid snap, for example, when you did that. So yeah, you can't really then put it on and say, I mean, it will fix some of it, it will fix the new ones, but it will of course not fix the old ones. So what you can do instead is quantize, bang, and it'll go like that. So just a trick on how to fix that stuff. So of course, if you have if you're doing AutoCAD stuff or something like that, then that might surely, oops, that might surely be of use. So maybe this is your house, and then you want it to be exactly at snap to 100 millimeters on the grid. Just gonna make things easier later on, so say OK, and there it is. So if I zoom in now, it's all good. So yeah, so then I can, for example, have this in the background and start using AutoCAD. Actually, this might be tricky, I think, when, let's see, because yeah, I can, I mean, this is fine, but once I get here, do I have any grid snap on there? Yeah, because I'm snapping on, so that's why it was okay now. But if you don't have that on, then you know things are going to become more tricky. Let's see. Yeah, so it does snap to this one. Perpendicular. Could it fix? Oh, actually it does work. Cool. So alright, that worked. So then you can actually use these guys, I guess. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, you really have to you know what? I have a headache. I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah. So that was a bit of a longer video than I thought it would be, but alright. Oh no, right. So just think about it. If I hadn't used Quantize earlier on, then these guys would not be locked to the grid. there's another option, of course, and that is something you will probably use quite a lot. That is the grid in the snap panel for LightWave. If you're using that, and activate that. So you probably want that on when doing this stuff anyway. But yeah, that's in regards to snapping working and not working. I've barely used LightWave. Well, I've used it for this and that, but yeah, you got polygon boolean, and let's see here. Just make it, yeah. So here you see it's add, and it seems to work fine. I'll turn off the distance. Set that to off, set it to add, subdivide, cuts. I'll set it to add. If I hit enter now, then what? Yeah, you'll see that it's merged. That's fine, but what you gotta think about is that this, because of how LightWave Modeler works, it might actually get you into trouble for certain things. Let's see, say 80, and there it is. The trouble I'm talking about is the OpenGL error. So it's a question if you want to do that or not. What you have to do later on is, for example, to triple this stuff to get rid of that error, or you can just forget about using the add boolean function and instead use well, just put it to off really. So just go like that and make the wall go into the other wall. That's or start at that position. You might as well, I guess. It's no big deal. So as for using boolean to add walls, or when adding walls using the boolean add function, you don't probably need to. So okay, it's looking to the center. I don't want to. Okay, now it's off a bit. Undo. I'm gonna click this guy near, and then I'm gonna click here, but it didn't quite work. It doesn't snap to the angles that I wanted to. It snaps to values of 100. So I guess, is that why it doesn't work? Let's see. Let's take this one, go like that. Yeah, that's kind of why it didn't work. But what you can do here is you can say, click on this guy, and then instead of clicking like that, hold down Control. The problem is you can't do this and then hold down Control. You see it doesn't work. So click here, and next time hold down Control and click. So now you can see it's okay. Hold down or click here again. It's not really, I don't know why it's not. Oh, it's snapping to these 100. Yeah, okay. I don't like that because you can't really oh, come on. You can't really undo the way I want to in LightWave anyways. So yeah, you might want to hold down Control when you make these new walls. Make that a habit. Oh yeah, you see that? I got this OpenGL error again. Let's undo that. Put on wall, boolean, off. Click here. Come on. And hold on. Control, control. And that's it. Oh, one thing that I notice here when I do that is that it overrides the grid snap. Damn it. Okay, you're joining the ride here. So what that means is that you probably want to turn this one off when doing that stuff and have this one on. Hopefully now it snaps to where I want it to. Does it? It doesn't really seem to snap to when that is on. It doesn't seem to snap to the grid. That kind of like sucks, I guess. So then what? Oops. Then what? Yeah, okay, so I guess I gotta turn all of that stuff off. Do I? I mean, that's way off, isn't it? And then do that, which is okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So now it's snapping to the way I want it to. Go like that, this, and that. Yeah, now it's snapping like I want it to. That might be a bit much, honestly. You might want to have a snapping value here of 50 or 20 or 10 instead. Anyways, I feel I kind of like covered it. So this was supposed to be a Quantize video, but it turned out to be how to make walls in LightWave CAD. Okay, so this should cover just about every little problem area in regards to making walls in LightWave CAD and walls in LightWave in general. All right.